Oh, see?
Oh, wait, maybe there is sound?
Mm-hmm.
Do we not know? We're good?
Yeah, we're good. I think.
Awesome. You stupid bastard.
Oh, my God. You know what you should do? I'm Gizz Lazlo.
I am just Paul.
And here we are, episode 20, season 2.
Oh, my God.
20 fucking shows this year.
So that's 68 then.
68. Yes.
Yeah. This is the 68th time I've hated a Monday.
So anyway, how was your week?
Fucking actually pretty spectacular.
Yeah.
I'm exhausted. Met.
Well, great.
No, don't talk. Shut up, fucking dick. I've met some amazing people. I missed the Justice League show, which I actually did really want to see, but I met somebody that will be on the show later.
Cool.
Hey, Chevy. I hope you're watching.
Oh, Chevy. Yeah, I met him yesterday. Nice guy.
Yeah. Give him your social security number and your credit cards.
My social security number is 3.
Yeah.
That's how old I am.
Oh, you're not that old. Actually, it's been fun. It's been informative. I've learned a lot of shit. I pushed myself to do a little bit more in the digital realms and editing and CAD stuff. And, that's all important. I'm more of a hammer and saw guy and I'm more analog, but I'm pushing it because I fucking gotta. How's your week?
It was pretty good. Pretty good, man.
No arrests?
No. Stayed out of jail.
Ice?
I've been drinking a lot of it, chewing on it. And Saturday went to go see our boys, Justice League and Stalag 13.
Oh, Jody Kern.
Bold and Underdog from New York City. Fucking great bands. Had great nights. Saw a bunch of people. Hadn't seen in a while. Hung out with Steve-O.
I love Steve-O.
Foreclosure and Dan Reed. I had dinner with Dan Reed that night. So
was Bob there?
No.
Oh, no. Bob.
But
I want you on the show.
It was a great weekend. And then what did I do yesterday?
Probably jerk the girl.
Oh, hung out with you, you dumbass.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
We'll have a new announcement next Monday. Yeah. There's a new thing coming up.
So
is that fucking awesome? He's not.
You know what's gonna suck about today's interview? There's gonna be 2 cool people here in DU.
Yeah, I've heard that.
I'm not looking forward to hearing you.
Your voice.
I'm over this shit,
Oh
my god, dude! I just want to put 2 bullets in the back of.
I got bullets. You want a bullet? I got bullets. I will fucking give you bullets. All right, who sponsors us? Who's paying for this? Because we're not paying for this.
Well, first of all, be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe on our YouTube channel at Do Podcast.
We're also on Instagram and Facebook.
Yes, we're on that shit too. First of all, this show and all shows are dedicated to the memory of Joey Ramici. We want to thank our
John
sponsors, Baxter. Headline Records, Transplants Brewing, MEOWZ, Riot Inc., Licorice Pizza, the Tattoo Room in Simi Valley, and Almost Famous Magazine.
Hi, Scott.
He's a great friend of ours and always giving us advice that we evidently don't use.
Well, we
haven't even used the fucking camera he gave us.
We
tried, but
somebody's a tard, and then there's me.
I think Cribbo took it so he could do his only feet little thing.
feet.
Yeah.
Is it feet finder or feet fetish? Feet. Only feet.
Only feet. Yeah.
Only Joe.
I still spend $10 a month and still haven't seen his feet.
Only Joe.
I've seen a lot more than his feet, though.
He had a really
damn. If only I was a priest.
Really big camera to get in there because it's not a lot. Fit like a 3,000 zoom lens.
Look like a sex motel.
Oh my god!
Ooh, good drop. There's a couch that you could surf on in there.
Yeah. Hey, Les. We love you, Sean. Dick.
Also,
here he goes.
Some birthdays this week. Glenn and Chata. He's from Itchy Korean Records. He did the Big Drill Car.
Itchy Korean Records.
Yeah. You never heard that label?
No, I have not, but that is fantastic.
Also this week is Jazz Limbo, Fair Game and Bad Advice, bass player, singer, really good friend of mine. Tom Bone from Butt Trumpet and Flipside. Rhonda, Colin's lovely wife.
Rhonda, I love you. Never fucking have me smoke weed with you ever again.
This week, Patio from All the Blur. And this week also is Greg Hetson from Bad Religion and Circle Jerks. His birthday. And Punk Rock Karaoke. Let's not forget them. So some good friends of ours celebrating some birthdays this week. I did hear that someone passed.
It's you.
Somebody from Bad Company and Mata Hoople.
Oh man, no way.
I can't remember
Not
his name
Paul
right
Rogers.
now. No.
Okay.
Yeah, he passed away possibly today. I just read it.
Where were you at
quick.
7:30 this morning?
Getting yelled at by my mother.
There you go.
Yep.
Mick Ralphs.
By
Guitarist.
7:33, I
Hated
said my
your
first
life?
cunt of the day.
It took you that long? I usually wake up yelling that.
Fuck.
Well, what do we got going on tonight?
Tonight, we have a great interview.
We do. This is going to be different than we've done before.
He's a producer, local producer, engineer. He's produced our friend Cribbo's bands, probably a couple of his bands. I'm surprised he hasn't quit the music business. After
if I had to work at Cribbo, I would just fucking shoot myself.
He was caught in the rear lights.
Caught in the ass lights. We got a gentleman by the name of Stewart Tuttle.
Stewart Tuttle, ladies and gentlemen.
Stewart
Come on
Tuttle
in.
knows this. Settle in, Modest.
Here we go. Here we go. I'm doing good. How are you?
We just met, and this is my new friend, Modest Yahoo. Dude is absolutely
Nice
not
to
a
meet
Jew.
you.
So, what's your name again?
Stewart Tuttle. Do you know who Tuttle is?
What do you mean? Tuttle?
No. Robert De Niro played Tuttle in Brazil.
I've never seen it.
What the fuck?
No.
He's the super spy dude that blasts.
But his name is Tuttle.
His name is Tuttle.
Like they're calling him his last name or is his first?
I don't
name?
know. Nobody knows. It's a fucking movie.
Okay.
What do people call you? Stu?
I mean, back in my football playing days, they called me Tuttle. Yeah.
Well, because it was on the back of your jersey.
Yeah.
So football players can read one word.
What number were you?
8.
64.
64.
Oh, you missed 9 by what? 4?
No, 5.
Oh my god, dude, you're such a fucking moron.
I do things on purpose occasionally. All right, we're gonna get right the fuck into it. Give me a base on you, music, starting, go.
10-year.
Come on, Modest.
I'm like 6 years old. I heard the Beatles. I heard Octopus Garden. That shit kind of blew my mind a little bit. Then I would say 10 years old, I found my dad's AC/DC tape stashed away in an old cassette player.
No
put that
shit.
shit on, and I was like, "What the? This shit is so crazy." Yeah, because I grew up very conservative Christian home, so he had that like stashed away. I found it, saw like the images, like is AC/DC live. Blew my mind. I was like, "What is this?"
I mean, you're only 11, so
yeah.
How old are you, by the way?
I'm 36.
36. God,
So
he's a year younger than my next girlfriend, probably. All right, so you get to AC/DC. Where does it go from there? Like
after AC/DC, about 7th grade, my friend showed me Slipknot, and then we kind of all discovered starting to play instruments. Like, oh, you play drums, I'll play guitar, you play bass, whatever. We start a band, and then just start the crazy road of discovery of music. Like, burn CD, pass it around. Everybody's like, oh, who can find the coolest new shit, basically. Right. And then 15 years.
Slipknot was one of them.
Slipknot was the first one, so that shit was like, oh my god.
It's better than Kiss.
That would have been.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
That would have been Slipknot, Iowa. I heard it for the first time. I was like, again, same thing. I had the same reaction as AC/DC at that time. Because like the heaviest shit I ever heard, I was like, oh my god, this shit is insane.
So you're a huge Papa Roach fan.
People, I love Papa Roach.
I do too.
I don't think they suck. I think they're actually pretty cool, but I don't want to admit to it.
I think I had that CD.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my era.
I have a Third Eye Blind CD.
Yeah. I never had a Third Eye Blind CD. So
how about Nickelback?
I never had a Nickelback CD.
Yeah, you do. You produced them. Oh, I mean, Caught in the Headlights.
Oh, Caught in the Nickelback.
Yeah.
Right here. Yep, you are. So what led, so now we got a little bit of music history there. Like, give me a little bit more obscure stuff that you listen to, and then we'll want to talk about what led you to a place where you wanted to produce and engineer.
Obscure stuff.
Yeah. Give me something weird as fuck. Gojira, Red Fang.
Well, okay, so the reason why I'm sitting here, why I moved to California, I'm from Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Oh, it's his fucking fault.
So yeah, Cribbo's fault is why I moved here back then. But first concert I saw, Damage Plan. So that's an obscure band.
That is absolutely.
That is an obscure band, but not an obscure members, right?
Right.
Benny Paul, Dimebag Darrell, saw them play because I again discovered.
Dimebag played through Randall.
Where you already know.
Boom.
So yeah, I saw them play, and that shit blew my mind. And I was like, "That's all I want to do the rest of my life." There's nothing. I just want to do music. So
what year was that? Like
that would have been the year he died. So he died in 2004.
Was it that?
He died in 2004. I saw him in May 2004. I was 15 years old. It was the 3 days after my 15th birthday, and then he died. He got shot and killed that December. So
on my birthday.
That was it. Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Oh, December 8th.
Was it the 8th? No, it was 21st.
No, 8th.
It was the 8th. Oh, well, fuck, you
You're
know
the
better than I do.
21st,
Yeah, well, I'm wrong again.
Very dates that I'll
you,
never
Eric.
forget waking up and
Where were you on the
parents
8th?
Yeah.
No, you're not a
Somewhere.
very good shot. So.
Oh, you don't even know what a gun looks like.
Yeah.
This is my favorite Tijuana Bridge Troll.
Hell yeah.
Hello.
Uh-huh. Hola. Don't cross the bridge. Give me pesos.
Pesos? No, I ain't getting no kisses.
Pesos.
Oh, pesos.
You don't
I
hear
ain't
good.
giving any of that either.
What was the first instrument you picked up?
Guitar. So yeah, I picked up guitar and we talked a little bit. I picked
little
up
bit, yeah.
classical guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I started playing classical guitar and metal. So it was like those two kind of went hand in hand. Yeah.
Ingve Malmsteen. Boop, here he is,
Yeah.
everybody. The
I
Jewish
saw him
Ingve
again,
Malmsteen.
another like defining moment, like seeing him on stage at the end of the show, just ripping his guitar strings out of his guitar. I was like, what the fuck? This shit is crazy.
Yeah. And as much as nobody wants to admit to it, that guy he is a fucking monster.
A monster, yeah.
Complete beast.
I would never talk shit about him. His music's whatever, but like his performance was out of like I would never forget that. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a huge fan of live performances, and like those are some of the two best shows I've ever seen. So
Okay, so this is really interesting. I really prefer listening to an album written by an artist and listening to the album as a piece of art as a whole.
yeah,
I
same.
don't necessarily like listening to a live album that's been recorded because I just want to see that band. I want to be in the place. And I kind of feel like I got left out of it.
Interesting. I never felt that way, but
You
a
will
lot
not.
of live albums are trash though, for sure.
They can be. I so drunk ordered years ago Joe Sermon the Mescaleros double album for the firefighters benefit after 9/11. I was hammered. It showed up. I was like, what is this running me? What the fuck this is? And Rebecca's like, yeah, you bought that like 8 days ago. I was like, I don't remember none of that shit. It's phenomenal. It is actually produced really, really well.
Nice.
So what drove you to get behind a board?
My nerding out for computers. And so I've never been behind a physical board other than like live consoles and stuff like that. But like, in the box, new age, like, on the computer, that sort of thing. So I was computer since I was 5, changing all the settings, fucking with them, breaking them, downloading shit, a bunch of shit that I shouldn't download, breaking my parents' computers.
Eric.
And then so building my own computer and being like, oh, you can record yourself at home. So I bought my first interface and then started recording.
What was your first interface?
It was a Lexicon Omega.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So you
And I
didn't
was
start in
doing
Pro Tools. You started on the Linux.
No, it was
machine.
called Pro Tracks. It was
Yeah.
like a watered down version of Sonar. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
If you know what that is.
Yeah.
Did you cut yourself?
Yeah.
On purpose? Again?
I'm hurt. No.
All right. So you started like really, how old were you?
It was like 15. So
So
around
like 8
15,
years
16.
ago.
Yeah. 8 years ago. Yeah. I grew fast.
Apparently, I mean, you played football and you're giant. I mean, when he got in here,
He's
his
so
hair was
tall, he
short.
ripped the knees out of his
I
fucking...
know, brother.
He's a Wookiee.
Yeah, your hairs are tickling my knee.
And you love it.
I do.
I'll watch that.
I am watching it. What are you
Oh,
talking
we're
about?
watching it all right. This is weird. Is that a boner? Not really.
Fear boner.
If I had a boner, you couldn't see it.
When do you classify it, right?
Well, okay, we could get into this.
He classifies it by taste.
Oh no, it's texture.
Is there like a flaccid meter?
Yeah,
Mexican ones are salty, but yet has that lime.
but you got the. It's not really swollen yet. So you hit it with a belt. So you find yourself in the classical music. You find like, and how long did you study classical?
Throughout my whole life, pretty much, like on and off. Like I pick it up and like start learning a bunch of pieces. And I've had a few teachers. But yeah.
And where did you do that?
A private teacher back home in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And then I took classical guitar in high school too. So both. So I was doing both. And then out here, I ended up moving in 2009 to go to Musicians Institute and study guitar. And there was a classical teacher there, David Oakes, and I studied under him for a little bit, you know. So,
Man, huh?
yeah, so.
And you don't have the problems I have with rain, so you probably retain a lot of it.
Oof, it's rough.
It is tough. You have to make it
crazy.
happen.
Yeah, I have to relearn pieces. I can relearn them quicker, but I wish I could just like play everything that I've ever learned.
So Gizz and I had a conversation, and he's like, "Man, why don't you play drums?" Because I do really love playing drums, because I've never been able to make the drums sound like the drums I hear. And so it's like, but you know, the guitar, if you get after it enough, you can put it down.
It's a bitch, though.
It is a bitch. You sight read?
In your experience,
Yes, I like sight reading.
In your experience as an engineer, what is the most difficult instrument to record to get like, all right, that's the sound?
Man, bagpipes.
Don't talk. I don't want to talk. I forgot to tell you, I don't talk about bagpipes. I don't talk about.
I am
bagpipes.
Irish and Scottish and Welsh.
Yeah.
There's a bagpipe in me somewhere.
I put it there.
It hurts. It's making a noise right now.
Different bellows. Accordion. Accordion's a bitch.
Is it really difficult?
They're fucking noisy.
Yeah.
Because you got the keys and they're just super noisy.
Yeah, you're pressing in two directions and moving.
Yeah, and so like the sound is coming out of two different places. And I recorded a recording for the first time at the beginning of this year, and it was a bitch. It was really hard.
No shit.
Yeah.
Oh.
Drums are really hard for sure. I would say because there's so many mics. You got but you know, simplify it, do the Glenn Johns thing. But yeah, accordion is crazy. I think it's super hard.
I mean, how do you mic an accordion? Like what? Like you got to have at least 3 or 4 mics, right?
I did too. I did it in stereo. Yeah.
I mean,
So
how much did you have to pull down to get the mechanical sounds out of the way?
it's all, you know, I have a program that I go in and I see, oh, there's a click. Let's take it out. But it was actually the artist wanted some of it in. So I was like, okay, we'll leave some of it in.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have the actual working
Artifacts.
parts.
It depends on how clean you want it.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes I think that takes away from how the instrument's supposed to sound. It doesn't sound as good. Like you just hear the clicks and you don't even hear the focus on the instrument. So it just depends. But yeah.
How do you feel about Gizz's beard?
Are you related to Jack Black? I was like, is this? I was like, Jack Black or the guitar player from Soundgarden?
He's Jack Brown. Oh man, he's Jack Brown.
Oh, Jack Brown. Okay. Yeah.
Dude,
They call me Tenacious Dick.
Nice.
Tenacious B.
That's pretty good, Paul.
I think I got a little bit on you though.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, dude, you're the chosen
And
people.
I bet up there and down there.
I'm catching up on the gray though, so you got me.
Oh,
there.
Dude, the
catching up,
curls. I gotta say, the curls are really like great. I'm like, fuck. I kind of wish my hair's straight as shit. Also, I look fucking fabulous right now, but your curls are amazing.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. How hard did you try to get those?
Yeah, it's everyday fight in the morning.
Oh yeah, dude, I can't even imagine trying to shampoo your hair. Can I come over one day and give you a hair wash?
Let's do it. I'll put you in the calendar.
Whew, that's gonna get weird. Who's the favorite artist? Your favorite artist you ever actually recorded with? Not Chris.
Oh wow, that's great. Come on.
Yeah, you gotta
come on.
Do that.
Oh man, like I hate everything. So,
What?
what would okay? So
The most fun.
That's
The band that
cool.
came in
the
knew their
thing
shit.
that left the most impression on you, that was the most like when you were done, you were so satisfied. Like that was it. Boom. That's the thing. Wow. Not
I
Chris.
guess it's kind of like, you know, it's like smoking weed for the first time, or like
You
having
smoke
sex
weed?
for the-
I've never had sex or smoked weed. Today.
It's like nothing's like the first time, right? The first time's always like
Oh,
just
first
hits
time
a
on
certain
E.
time, yeah. So Cribbos, this is related.
It can't
to
be
Cribbo.
him.
It's not him.
All
It's
right.
not him.
Oh, he's
But
a dick.
one of the singers, guitar players in his band, that's where I really got started cutting with bands. Jackrabbit Jade, I think they were on the playlist that I sent you, and I found them in 2015. So that was the first band I worked with.
Oh, so you're at the same bathhouse?
Yeah, yep, we did. Damn it!
I know, dude. It doesn't end.
Yeah, that's all.
Like, do you get, if
It
you
will
woke up
one
in
day.
this-
It will one day,
if you
ladies
woke
and
up in this,
gentlemen.
you would understand. All right, so Jackrabbit Jade.
Yeah, so that was 2015. So I met them and started producing for them and worked on a 5-song EP for like 2 years. And that's where I kind of really cut my teeth as far as like learning how to record. We recorded drums a million times because I couldn't get it right for whatever reason.
Because of him?
Yeah, same thing with him too.
Yeah.
Like so many times. Many times.
He doesn't know what 4/4 means at all.
Yeah.
No. We tried to give him a measuring tape, and that didn't even work.
Oh my God. 16th, A3, 5, 9. I don't know. Something.
4/4,
Maybe you should
man.
get glasses.
Oh,
No, I don't
man.
need glasses. You need glasses. So Jackrabbit Jade.
Yeah, so it was just, super talented people, and it was Julian and Sarah were the main people of that band that I worked with, and for a while, locked ourselves in the studio and like really went to town on a bunch of songs and built them up, and I came to the end of it and I was crying, oh,
Dude, that's
we did this shit,
brilliant. I love
You
that.
know,
That's
so-
dude.
Yeah.
I did a job a couple years ago. We can talk about later, and like I'm standing on the at center field at Oracle Park. And it was for not Jackie Robinson, Willie Mays. And I'm standing there, my friend Eric's next to me. He goes like, "Are you crying?" I'm like, "Yeah, fucking yeah,
yeah.
I am absolutely fucking crying right
Yeah.
now." Like, he's like, "Really?" I'm like, "Dude, do you know who this man was and what he did for
Yeah.
things?" So I totally get that, except for Cribbo.
Yeah, it happens. It's just, it's a beautiful thing making music with people and making music that you like too, that you enjoy. Like,
And so that's the
You
question.
know.
Like, what do you enjoy? Where's your style at? What do you love?
it's the people that I work with more than the style, to be honest with you. Because
That's-
I love music. I'm a lover of tons of whatever music. If it's good, it's good. There's two musics, good and bad music, and it's all subjective to the listener. So
Good and Zeppelin.
yeah, good and Zeppelin.
And Kiss. Good Kiss Zeppelin.
Why do you always got to?
Because they suck.
Wait, we're Kiss
Move the
haters
line.
here?
He's a Kiss fucking.
He's
like,
a Kiss lover.
he would
You're the Kiss
suck
hater.
Peter Chris's dick
Oh.
right now. I guarantee
Oh
it.
shit. Okay.
He's the reason I play drums and sing.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
I can't stand him.
Got you. That's
It's
awesome.
just retarded.
Yeah.
It's not. I mean, like the Ramones were never like a musical great band, but they're the Ramones. Kiss.
I'll hold him back.
You don't have to. I can take him. But we both hate Zeppelin to death.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Fucking Zeppelin's so overrated.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite live albums.
Great.
Damn.
Damn.
How the West was
Was
won.
there a
Fucking
14-year-old
3.
prostitute involved?
Jesus, yeah.
So that's why you get those sounds, huh?
Yeah.
So we had an interview with Michael Rose on a few weeks ago, and I asked him because like I see the board, and I'm not the audiophile that I'd like to be.
Yeah.
Also, I just don't have the attention span because I'm running a business, and I'm also just kind of drunk and an idiot.
Yeah.
Like
Nailed it.
all of those fucking knobs and buttons and shit. I'm like, what is that sorcery? And he goes, oh, we just use two.
Yeah.
I was like, what? He's like, yeah, it is just two. How do you like? You're doing more digital.
It's all digital, but it's a similar concept. It's just on the computer now, so
Yeah.
it's like it's
What does the process look like? Like you're just isolating tracks and.
sometimes it's all different. If I'm recording a band, sometimes
Well,
we're
I'm
all
trying to
live
do
and,
an
and
interview.
there's like 15 tracks. There's like 20 tracks going on at once. But if I'm just cutting vocals, it's just one thing.
But that just I don't even know what that means.
Because you're an idiot.
It's-
No,
We
not-
established that earlier.
no, I said I was a drunk, and I don't.
Drunk idiot. If I'm not mistaken, is what you said.
I'm not modest Yahoo. He is.
Yeah. You trying to take my recording course?
No,
Oh. My engineering course?
I have no idea what's going on with that at all. I don't have any bandwidth for that.
I don't have a pen to draw you a map for it.
I know. I just I need a crayon. It tastes like purple.
It's almost time to put your helmet back on.
Oh, it's on.
I don't know. It's hard. Engineering's hard for me to describe because I was never taught. I taught myself engineering to a large degree, so I don't.
So you built your own computer.
Yeah.
You
Build my own studio.
You built your own studio. Like you literally were like, I'm gonna do some shit. Blah.
Yeah.
And then you just did it.
And I did it. Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
Fucking.
And I'm
dude.
still trying to do it. I'm still trying.
And
to
he
build
killed
my own studio.
Hitler.
That was. Yeah. You do it. We do what we gotta do.
I know, right? Like you got to handle your shit.
Yeah. He was after me.
Well, you did play my guitar a little bit through the Randall amp. What did you think about the Randall?
I've never actually played a Randall, so
Oh.
it was fun. It
He's a
was cool. I've
professional.
never seen that one.
It
so
goes way louder.
It was It was on. I didn't even know what it was on. It was
4.
fucking loud. Yeah.
5 maybe.
Yeah, it was super loud.
It doesn't go to 11.
Oh,
It goes to 9, and that's just as loud as 10.
I love it.
Also, I've never been in a metal band. What bands have you been in?
The first band I joined out here was this band, thrash metal band called Fear Thy Maker. I joined them in like 2009.
That sounds familiar.
It was back in the day. So it was
Fury
thrash
Maker, you guys
yeah.
was just all about Moses?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Big Moses band. Yeah. Yeah. Our hit single was Red Sea.
And then the name of the album is Departing Of.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Burning Bush, like, you know.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's like a disease.
Yeah.
Burning bush.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah. It was a double entendre for sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was a triple entendre, actually. I think.
Whoa, easy on the big words.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the spelling and Gizz don't get along. What's something that you're listening to currently that's new that people should probably want to listen into? We were playing your what
For
the
stuff
fuck?
that I produce, music.
Yeah,
Musics.
yeah, we've been playing your playlist. I don't do things good.
I listen to your
We've been
music
listening to
all
your
day
playlist pretty much all day
long.
long, like going through like it's a very interesting, very wide, and a very
It is, yeah. That's why you were asking, like, music that I'm doing is like it's all over the map.
It's
really.
fucking awesome.
Yeah. So.
But yeah, so it's something like some new stuff that's like rock and roll, or I mean, it could be hip hop.
Do you
What's
record
new?
it? Have you recorded a hip hop artist?
He is hip hop.
Tons.
Really?
Tons. Yeah, I was mainly doing hip hop from like 2019 to 2021. Was like 90%
Both years?
rappers. Yeah, both years. Yeah, I skipped. Yeah,
Last week we had Patrick Burkholder,
Burkholder,
in, and he recorded Snoop Dogg and fucking some other Aaliyah and some other
Christina
R&B.
Aguilera.
Yeah.
He won't give me your number, bastard.
And
Patrick.
but like I asked him, one of the questions was like to do a hip hop record. Like I'm very ignorant when it comes to
Okay,
hip hop.
So
and R&B.
just stop. Period.
Jesus Christ. Oh my God, people! Today's the day. Today's the day. It's gonna.
I got the
happen.
knife. He's
It's gonna
fucking
happen.
slow.
It's gonna fucking happen.
I can go right over the
Tuesday's
Jew.
not coming for one of us. Yeah, we were talking about that, and it was like, how does an artist come in with a song? Like, is it the beat? Is it their rap? Is it a sample? Like
everyone does it different.
Yeah.
Everyone does it different. I will tell you a lot of the ways that a lot of people are doing it is there's people throw their beats up on YouTube. They're scrolling on YouTube. Oh, I like that. Let me write something. They do that, and they'll write it in the studio, or they come in with it written or whatever, and they bring their music in, and then you do it. Or I have artists that I produce for. Like I was working today, and I working on a record, a song from scratch, and starting with a guitar riff and then building it up from there. And he's writing as we're going. So
Oh, that's fucking.
that's more of like a
organic.
kind of band situation, organic, like in the moment, and that's really what I love to do.
Who's your favorite hip hop artist, or at least the top 3 or top 5?
I would say probably Kendrick, Eminem. Who would be 3? Maybe J. Cole.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so probably up there. Yeah.
Like I like the older stuff, like for Gangstar, Wu-Tang, like the more organic stuff that like they had bands, Arrested Development.
Yeah.
That's
I like the
hits.
T-Pain Munchie Meal
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you do.
from Jack in the Box.
Yeah, you fucking do.
Never heard his music, but the Duke knows how burger.
You like Pain
Yeah.
and Munchies. Jazz relationship. Do I have one?
Jazz. I love
You-
jazz.
Okay, what?
Yeah. I mean, I'm in the dip in the pond of jazz. Like I like Miles Davis and like shit like that. But like kind of blue. I mean, like people of jazz will be like, oh, that's fucking lame. You're like, but fucking amazing album.
Dude, I mean, like, so one of my favorite things to do is when I'm having a bad day, Dizzy Gillespie,
Wayne Shorter's another.
Dizzy and Thelonious and Charlie Parker did an album together. And it is one of the most spectacular like feats of music you ever listen to. And like, I will just like glass of whiskey, cigar, sit down, shut the fuck up and listen to that.
What's the album called?
I don't remember the
I
name
haven't
of the
listened
album.
to it. I gotta
It
listen
is
to it.
spectacular. It is an absolute study in what you can do and where you can go.
Yeah.
It is fantastic. Like, seriously, it's fantastic.
It's Colors.
It is. Yeah. Okay. Colors.
Yeah, it's fucking amazing.
Sin Espia.
I don't know. I don't know
That's
what
well.
you said.
The synesthesia is you can see color and sound.
Oh no, I don't have that.
Okay, well,
I didn't know that's what that was called.
Yeah.
Synesthesia.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Like a drop D is yellow.
Damn, now I got to give you my studio recording class for free.
Uh-huh.
You taught me something.
I don't want to record shit.
Yeah.
Well, I do, but not with him.
He doesn't.
He just wants to do Kiss covers all day.
I know.
Oh, hey,
Like, dude, wait till he
hey,
puts the makeup on. This is gonna be amazing. He's like a juggalo.
dude.
You guys are ICP fans?
No,
Oh damn.
no. I mean,
You kind of look like Violent J. Like Violent J might look like you without the makeup. I would.
do we have any
maybe.
makeup?
Possibly, I could see. Yeah, I mean, like
I don't know who that is.
without the makeup, you could probably be Violent J.
I'm pretty violent.
Yeah.
My middle name is Joseph, so we can do a violent J.
Violent P.
Well, I can pee violently as well. Like,
No, I think he's got some weight on you.
oh, dude, I hope so. I've lost 40 pounds this year.
Maybe you were Violent J. I don't know.
No, I was not. No. You know what? I know that because no checks have shown up in my mailbox.
Hey,
With
there's a
money.
question. What was your
That's
most
a good
treasured
one.
memory with a mentor you will hold in your memory forever in your craft?
Is that me?
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
Not
No.
me. I'm not getting interviewed.
Oh, you never had
Dear
a
Rabbi. Who's your mentor? Start there.
Man. One of my biggest mentors is my guitar teacher back from Albuquerque, Daryl Dominguez. He taught me classical guitar, one of my classical guitar teachers, but also throughout the years have gone back and just, life, how to deal with things and go through life and do music, So
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of there's a ton of things.
Was it a priest?
Yeah, he's a priest, yeah. Big
Call it
priest.
rabbi.
Yeah, I know.
Judas Priest.
I might be a priest.
I think things like huge things would be prioritizing time and just finding balancing between various things that I'm doing, whether it's playing and recording, and really staying motivated and focused and pushing forward and achieving things. I think that's the biggest thing about that.
It's one of the things that I like to tell people about cooking is being patient.
Yeah.
And doing it. Just take your fucking time. You're gonna mess it up.
Yeah.
I know so we're gonna drop the other thing later, but one of my new favorite quotes ever is from Hemingway. He said, "The first draft of anything is shit." And
Is it though?
Yeah.
I don't know if I
Wait, I don't know.
Listen,
Let's try.
I mean,
I like you. I like
lot.
you.
maybe your first time is either, but
It might be the
over
most
time,
raw.
I would just I compare it to a first take of an artist. Sometimes the first take is the take.
Yep.
But maybe that
I
comes
know
with
that
the
feeling.
time of
No, you No, you fucking
it
don't.
took the first time. That's a lifetime of doing things, and so it's technically not the first time, but first time for that thing, or so I don't know.
I think there's a rawness to it where it's like, oh, I did it.
Yeah.
And sometimes you go, wow, that was kind of the best way to go.
Yeah.
To me, my biggest thing that I hate now,
Balls.
3 years or 30 years of being a musician and recording, is demoitis. You record a demo and you put all
It's a
your
real thing.
emotion, your feeling into it, and then you go record the record and
Doesn't
it's
hit.
dude.
So why not use the demo? That's
Well, it depends
Well,
on
a
how
lot
it's
of the times our
presented.
demos are recorded with electronic drums.
Yeah.
It's just the
But
music
maybe
and the
that's
vocal.
the vibe, though.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Maybe that's the vibe. Maybe that's how it's supposed to be. And I'm open to those possibilities, because
I want to bring back the 10-inch.
yeah.
I mean, 7s are cool. The 12s are great, but the 10-inch fucking records are the coolest shit in the world, man. Those are fantastic. The Dinosaur Jr., Just Like Heaven 10-inch. Guitar Hero.
What about it?
No, not this fucking game.
Oh,
Little guy.
I know.
Young man.
Oh, my guitar.
Your
Hero.
guitar. Who is
Dime.
it?
We talked about it.
So Dime.
Dime.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Dime is it. I mean, Dime, Tony Iommi, James Hetfield. I would say Kirk's a big influence. Santana,
Wow.
David Gilmour.
Gilmore's a fucking
Yeah.
badass. I don't like.
I didn't say
Santana.
Jimmy Page, so don't worry.
Actually, you could.
Okay.
The only thing that I really hate about Zeppelin is fucking Robert Plant.
Plant.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
okay.
strangle that fucking dick. I hate his fucking voice.
If Led Zeppelin was a fucking instrumental band, or they had any other
If
singer,
Paul Rogers sang for Zeppelin, they'd be the greatest thing in the history of the world.
Robert Plant does nothing for me. Makes me want to be a cutter.
Damn.
You're already, you know.
Wrists?
Yes.
Oh,
No,
okay.
no, Dick.
Oh, okay.
Jesus. Fucking.
You gotta you.
If you're gonna go
You
dark,
never
you
can
go
be sure,
dark,
yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
You go to 10 or you don't go to 10. Fucking figure it out.
Zach Wild too. I'll throw him on the list.
Oh
for
fuck
sure.
yeah, dude.
Randy
Jesus
Rhoads?
fucking
Randy
Christ.
Rhoads for sure. Yeah.
Weirdly enough, Pete Townsend.
I've never really got into the Who.
Oh,
Not that I haven't
I gotta
tried though
leave.
either, so I can't talk shit.
Well, it's
I
time.
wish I could.
Quadrophenia. What? Roger Waters is a badass.
Damn. Led Zeppelin.
So
sucks.
Chris still sucks. All right. Best drummer in the history of the world. I already know the answer that I have. Best one.
Lars.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm
Anti-fucking.
a big Lars fan. I fucking love
Oh,
Saint
he's
Anger.
a mediocre at best
I
drummer.
love Saint Anger. Y'all,
I would put Gizz in his place and listen to good music.
I would rather.
Neil
Fucking,
Peart all the way.
Ginger Baker.
I'll fight on this.
I'm a big Vinnie Paul fan. I
That's
love
a
Vinnie
good
Paul.
fucking
Vinnie
answer.
Paul and Chris Adler are
Yep.
big. I love their two drummers. I could just listen to their drums.
Yeah.
you know?
Ginger Baker. I would love to just isolate Ginger Baker and just listen to what he does. And then what was there? There's a Sammy Davis Jr.
Yeah, he's a good
By
guy.
the
He
way.
played drums.
Yeah.
Oh my
I
God.
didn't know that.
He played
Yeah.
fucking downhand, fucking like jazz drum. He's a badass
traditional,
motherfucker,
yeah.
dude. Like super badass.
Fucking Stevie Wonder was a great drummer.
Because he's not fucking blind. He's not blind.
Yeah, I saw video.
He's not blind.
I saw a video
Yeah.
the other day of like a Grammy ceremony, and he's standing on the side of the stage. Somebody walked by and knocked over his mic stand.
And he caught it.
He caught it. He was like, "Yep." And the guy next to him was like,
He just can't see good.
You're
"What
just saying.
the fuck?"
I'm telling you right now, he can't see good, but he's not blind like Ray
I'm
Charles
sure
was.
he doesn't just have amazing intuition like his other senses.
Well, maybe he's a sorcerer. I don't know.
Maybe he does that.
No, he does not do that at all.
Sonar. He's got
Echo
sonar.
relocation. There you go. Hey, Chris said a big word.
He's doing so.
He fucking actually does see, just not well.
Maybe I don't know.
Like, okay, so best funk.
Best funk.
Yeah.
I mean James Brown.
All right.
Yeah.
Not Parliament.
Yeah. I haven't really gotten to Parliament, so there's a lot of music out there,
Well, you know
Something
what?
I
You're
would try.
moving in.
but I've listened.
Giz has something.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't. He wants something. He's just a good kid.
I would love to.
What is it, bud? What is it, buddy?
Where's Buddy the Vampire? All right, so currently, like right this moment in the present, like if you had to list like three heroes in a recording sense, like engineering, recording, like Scott Litt or like anybody that's like, in that world,
In record or like producers too.
producing,
I mean,
engineering.
Rick Rubin's number one for sure.
You're right. And what is it about Rick Rubin that?
Just his philosophy, like everything. Yeah, I mean, and all the music he's recorded too is I'm a huge fan. Chili Pepper, like literally pretty much every.
Chilote
Johnny
Peppers.
Cash.
Yeah, Johnny
Yeah,
Cash.
Johnny
yeah.
Cash.
The Cash shit is so amazing. And the thing about him too is like I didn't realize that all that shit was him until I found out about him, and I was like, oh, this is all the stuff I loved growing up. So I'm like, what the? This is crazy.
He's been around for like 352 years.
Man, it's wild. So he's definitely, and if you haven't read his book, go check out his book.
I didn't know he had a book. He can
yeah.
write? He spells?
He can speak.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Audiobook
He has someone
only.
else dictate.
but
Maybe. you're
he
right.
don't spell good.
Yeah, yeah. And interestingly enough, a lot of his philosophies and stuff that he talks about is a lot of stuff that I got from we're talking about mentors, like growing up. He would teach me a lot of things that, like, in turn, like I
Did you
learned.
know
Like
him?
Rick Rubin was no
Oh.
relation, but just like a lot of it's like Buddhist, kind of like type, thoughts.
Yeah,
that sort of
absolutely.
thing.
Yeah, living in the present.
Yeah, a
That-
lot of
yeah.
that sort of thing. So that's what I really like about Rick Rubin and being open to the possibilities. And there's not one way to do everything. So
Dude, that's a fabrication philosophy as well. I was like, you can
Yeah.
skin a cat 1,000 ways.
Yeah.
If it's
I
on
like
time
cats. Come on, we
and
got to use the better one.
fuck
Yeah,
that. Cats are
dog.
horrible.
Why don't you use dog, bitch?
No way. No, cats are girls. Dogs are men. Yeah. So I am very
Now?
sexist. Yeah, you just realized that?
I think he's single.
I'm one. Great song. Anyways, who's the number 2 and 3?
Man, I don't even. I'm trying to think producer wise. I would say another bearded guy. What's his? Why am I blanking on his
Butch
name?
Vig?
Butch Vig is definitely up there for sure. Steve Albini would be up there. What the hell?
Michael Rosen?
Sheps, Andrew Sheps.
Oh, there you go.
He's
That's
another
a
guy.
that's a deep dive. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think, and it's interesting too from hearing him talk. I feel like he shares a lot of philosophies that Rick Rubin has too, which is really cool. And I just like the way they talk about music.
So when you're listening back to like tracks that have been put down and you're working like not the board necessarily, but even the computer, like what is kind of the what's going through your head as far as like putting this all down to make it a cohesive thing?
I try not to think about the end when I'm doing the thing, whatever that is. So if I'm just recording, then I'm focused on recording. I'm not focused on the end thing. Like,
when you do the mix,
do this, or then when I'm mixing, then I'm focusing on mixing, and that's that part of it. I think philosophies that I have big drums. I love big drums, so like I want to put drums.
There's a big drum back there.
Yeah. So that's one thing that I think is present in a lot of the music that I like is the drums are really big and they sound,
Okay.
So drums, vocals, and then kind of everything supports that.
So
Kick and snare specifically.
Oh, yeah.
So the kick and snare, like if you hear Michael Jackson Beat It, like
dude,
oof, that's
like honestly,
so
like
crazy.
I saw Michael Jackson in 1984 at Dodger Stadium with the Jackson 5.
Mm.
That was one of the most incredible shows I've ever seen in my life. Like, and so I'm with you on that one. Like, Dinosaur Jr. Matching the fucking kick drum to the fucking actually like slam.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fucking amazing.
Everything else can support that. That needs to be like in most music, I think, or most pop music for sure. It's just like it's got to smack. It's got to hit you.
This is
hearing
rhythm.
Vinnie Paul live, hearing his kick drum, how it fucking hit my chest in the room. I was like, that I want music to feel that way.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm going.
Boom.
It's not always the easiest, but that's
Well, dude, if it was easy,
Everyone
we wouldn't all
would
be
do it.
Jewish.
Yeah.
I'm not Jewish.
One day you can.
I'm just from the north.
Yeah.
Gizz, come on, you've got to be present here.
What do you think about Ryan Green's production?
I don't know who that is.
He's does like pretty much everything on Fat Records.
Who are the artists? I don't know.
Like
No Effects.
That's
not doing
No
it.
Use for Name.
That's something I can't comment on. I gotta do more. Man,
You can just say you fucking hate those guys. It's okay.
no. It's unexplored music.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
You got to keep going because maybe there is somebody on there like
Bad Religion.
I still know.
No, that's
really.
an epitaph. Jesus, Gizz.
I'm trying.
What punk rock do you know?
Now I'm gonna get crucified if I say the wrong.
No, you're not.
I love Misfits for sure.
Yeah, he hates them.
I love the Clash.
No.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, for 2.
Fuck. You have the worst taste in music. It's probably what your beard tastes like, Gizz.
I'm trying to think who else punk rock that I really rock with. Those would be the two. I'm definitely missing out on some.
Those are kind of the easiest two.
Yeah. They're just band. I mean, that I listen to so much over and over and over again, especially Clash, like just Clash shit. So
I got that live.
And I don't know. I mean, like, are they? What their music's kind of all over the place too. It's not really all.
Yeah, it's a whole show.
Yeah,
that's an entire show. Yeah. From Garageland all the way down to fucking London Calling. It's like it's an entire show.
Yeah.
I will. So, rock and roll.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you start there?
AC/DC.
AC/DC.
Yeah, and more,
go
again, kick snare. I used to like Guns N' Roses. Appetite.
Oh, dude, Appetite.
See, okay, the thing I love about the drumming on Appetite is that Steven Adler played the songs.
Yeah,
and to me, that was one as a young kid. Just starting out as a drummer.
He put down drums like a lead instrument.
It was like, wow, dude, this is like
but
he's not
AC/DC,
showing up.
Though.
Yeah,
that's exactly the same shit because he's not playing crazy shit.
No, not at all.
But it's fucking sounds amazing and it fits what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Those big beats,
big drums, yes.
Like the hard hitting drummers. Like okay, John Bonham Not my favorite drummer by any means at all. He could probably just drown in a pond somewhere. But the big fucking hits and the big smashes. I mean, Keith Moon, too confusing to listen to for most people.
Earl Hudson, to me, when I first heard Bad Brains, was like, you know, that first cassette, you know,
Dan Gardner.
every song on that fucking album. And it was the first time I'd ever heard a single kick played like a double.
Oh,
You know, that
yeah.
it was just like,
So
what
crazy.
the fuck? You know, because before that, for me, it was Bill Stevenson from All Descendants, Black Flag.
The saint of punk rock.
You know, but him, I learned the pogo, you know, So putting both of those together, that kick that Earl taught me, and then the snare that Bill taught me, made me the drummer that I am. And Peter Criss, just that total, you know, Ringo Starr, like they were
Ringo's
just
badass.
They
played the songs.
Yeah, same thing with
You know, like there's some drummers, especially nowadays with a lot of the new metal. Like, dude, these drummers are badass, but it's just like, dude, you guys are doing way too much. You know,
I don't want to give
Avenged Sevenfold. You know,
oh God.
you know, I do like the band,
I don't.
but I listen to
know.
the drums and it's like, never will I be able to do that.
I can't give the newer generations enough credit because this exists. The internet exists.
Yes.
We didn't have the fucking internet. We had a record or a cassette. We didn't have a fucking YouTube video where you had to like say you can sit there and go and just do it over and over and again and learn it. Who's that fucking like crazy Spanish guy? Who's that crazy Spanish? No, the Spanish guy, the greatest drummer on the planet.
Oh, stop, bro.
El Stopro.
Yeah,
That guy is just
dude, the guy changed the
otherworldly.
game. He changed the whole drumming game.
Who is this? I don't know.
The guy,
Well,
he's a Brazilian guy.
Oh, Chris a little bit more. Brazilian or Spanish?
Brazilian.
All right.
And that guy, I mean, he's smoking a
He's sucked
joint, playing with one hand like it's nothing.
He
Dude.
does shit. I'm like, nah.
Dude,
No.
I bet you the guy masturbates with no hands.
That's the weirdest thing you've ever said. And you've said a lot of weird shit.
And probably uses both thighs.
Uh-huh.
Damn,
Oh, my
I've never thought about trying that.
Well, guess what? Next week.
Try being a roofer.
Yeah.
Swing a hammer all day.
Jerking the gherkin.
Can't
over
use
here.
your hands.
Ugh.
Sometimes you got to use the back.
There's so much information available that it is not hard to go, oh, that's how they did that. Cool. And then you have another fucking tutorial like, oh, and then. We didn't get that shit. And that's why you got to give credit to, like, one of the best albums that gets no credit was Exile on Main Street, the Stones. People don't give that album enough credit. The Stones don't remember recording it. They were so fucking high and drunk. It is one of the finest fucking albums ever made, but it got passed over. And if you listen back to it, it's like, holy shit, this is something dynamic as fuck. It was in a basement in a like fucking French house from 1490 or something. It's the most ridiculous story. They were hiding it from the cops because of Keith Richards' drug issues.
Damn.
It's if you've never listened to
I've never heard it yet.
Oh my God.
I haven't gone through the Stones either. I've listened to a lot of Beatles shit, so
All right, so let's get into it.
yeah.
A session that you got yourself into where
Like
you
this.
knew, like, oh shit, this is not gonna be good. Have you ever had one of those?
Be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Caught in
for
the
sure. I've
headlights,
had a
for
lot.
sure.
Yeah.
Caught in the
I've listened to a
headlights.
Caught in the Headlights session.
I mean,
You know, the one where the dude pulls up and he's got like 2 pounds of weed on him and he's got the whole stack of backwoods and like he just starts rolling up and there's 10 blunts there on the table and
you already know it's going south.
There's nothing's
Name it. I want to hear his name.
Gonna happen. I don't even remember his name, to be
See?
honest with you. Yeah, that's the thing.
Dick
I
Spittle.
ran this session for 6 hours. He cut 10 verses to 10 different beats, and they were only like half done verses. It was terrible.
Oh,
It
my
was
God.
so bad. Yeah.
I know you don't know this one, but Land Speed Record by Husker Du, an album they recorded in 3 hours.
Wow.
That's why it's called Land Speed Record.
They were on tour.
They were
and-
on tour. They stopped the studio, recorded an album, and moved on.
So this is basically like a live album, kind of.
They were. Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
All 3 guys just played the songs and they
Yeah.
recorded them and they moved on. It's one of the fucking greatest punk albums in the history of the world, which
just
you've never
do some
heard.
scratch tracks, and then
Well, it's kind of like the first Black Sabbath album too. Like,
Yeah.
did similar shit. Like, I think it was like 8 hours or something. It was not that long. Like, they didn't spend that much time on it.
No, I mean, I think it was done in one day for
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah.
Well, back in the day when there was just one microphone in a room.
Yeah.
And the whole band had to fucking nail that song in one take, and that's
Fuck
what
it up.
you know. Those first recordings,
I
the
can't see the
classics are beautifully, beautifully.
And again, those guys were more musician than I think current musicians actually are.
Man, you could go either way.
They were
There's
taught
some
differently.
crazy people out there.
Absolutely, but they were taught differently.
But yeah, when I started recording, it was still tape.
1924.
Yeah, it was tape, and you had to get as close as you could.
Yeah.
And we didn't have click tracks back then,
Yeah.
and anything like that. As a drummer, you have a heavy responsibility.
It's
getting
called
that
a
fucking track
metronome.
Done. There wasn't.
You
one
can
back.
wind it up.
There wasn't one. when
Well,
we were
dude, you're
doing,
old as shit.
And then I was there, the onslaught of
I have two.
fucking Pro Tools and fucking tape, digital analog.
Well.
And dude, that was easy because as soon as you got all like the basic tracks done, were on your 16 track, and then Pro Tools, you could do all the vocals, overdubs, all that stuff, and clean shit up. But for me, it's like, even now with the digital age, when you do record something, like we could fix that in post. Like no,
That's what kind of drives me nuts. Like I only did one actual demo, and it was on 3/4 DAT. There was no going backwards.
Yeah,
you record it. This is what it sounds like, and then you do the mix, and you put that on the next 3/4 DAT. That's what you got, and then we put it on a regular cassette.
Got you.
I mean, that was. I don't want to say how long ago that was.
Well, I think sometimes you polish, sometimes you leave it. I don't know. Like that's the beauty of it now.
Well,
It's like
that's
you
the
can
art.
go both ways.
Right. That's the whole love language of
Yeah.
music and and how it relates to food for myself. But that love language, like I like that better than the polished version and leaving it raw. Pavement, amazing at that. They just went fucking raw as shit and hammered it out. One-Eyed Dick and the Goddamn Liars, raw it fuck out. The Replacements, Tim, Pleased to Meet Me, those fucking albums, like they just went, don't give a fuck, raw. That's a song, suck it.
But that's also the genre too, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
the team at the time.
It wouldn't be really punk if it's polished, right? I mean,
back then,
That's no effects.
yeah.
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So that's
Yeah.
polished punk.
Dead Kennedys.
Yeah.
Not, but yes. It's a weird one to actually go down a deep dive on.
But all music, especially recording, has changed the way we view music now. I remember back starting as a singer, recording in bands. You had to do it. You had to do everything there. Well, I don't even know what a harmony is going to sound like. So you got to test things out. You're spending time and money.
Yeah.
The band starts going, all right, dude, you've been here, on that one verse for this long.
It's our time.
Let's move it. Let's move along. And then now in the digital age, now I go in, I record my basic vocal tracks, double them, and then take my shit home. And then I do everything, all my backing vocals and harmonies and my choirs,
Yeah, so that's the thing too. Like when I have recorded, the one time I recorded, I was like, I don't want to do overdub vocal track. I want the band to sound like the band sounds. So when you're doing 25 or 30 vocal tracks, like how do you feel about that?
Just depends. Sometimes it's fitting. Something like Michael
25
Jackson.
25
Michael
30?
Jackson,
That's baby
his
shit.
layers are crazy.
Yeah.
But if you want to go for a certain sound, then maybe you just need one.
But then how does that sound live? That's the thing. It's like, this is never going to translate to the being in the show doing it. Like,
that depends on the singer.
I actually think
if a singer's got pipes and he knows and he's out there and he can do it, a singer can sound like,
yeah. I actually
like
use
a record.
Gizz sounds better live than he does on the record.
Well, I do 48 vocal tracks on.
You
a
also
record
like
too.
deep throat a few guys first, so.
I mean, that's a production style I use for my band. Is like, we're a trio, but I'm like, let's produce these songs as if 5 people were to play them.
Right.
So we don't go over the limit of like, there's no more than 5 instruments or played at one time, or like 5 vocal tracks. So like, let's at least stay within those boundaries, because for that reason.
Of course.
So
like one of my favorite
that's
bands.
a good way of looking at it.
yeah.
One of my favorite bands, Japan Droids. It's a 2-piece. It's a drummer, a guitar player, singer. On the albums, there's a bass. Chris knows. You can hear the bass track, and I'm like, why is there a fucking bass track on this? Because there's only 2 guys in the band.
Oh,
Have you heard the band Crash Karma?
No.
Oh
the,
my god,
the guitar player singer.
Nikki,
He
Ralph,
he
love
has
you guys.
his guitar. I can't remember.
So he's got
I
a
think ESP makes his guitar, but
he's
he's
got a
got two different
top-end
pickups.
bass. No, he's got three. He's got a top end bass, an acoustic center, and an electric bottom.
Wait, multiple necks?
No,
No,
Oh, just one neck.
just the
Yeah,
pickups.
just the pickups,
Oh.
and he can play, just the top string, and that's the bass. So he can start songs off with bass.
So he's doing a bass
You know,
track, he's
and
doing an
then-
acoustic run, and he's playing lead.
So
Nice.
sometimes
He's
you can see that
fucking
he's playing with his
badass.
thumb, the bass line,
That's
and then the
awesome.
fingering. He's an amazing guitar player, and his wife plays drums.
What's the craziest homebrew setup you ever made work for recording Clean Sound?
I don't even know what that means.
I don't either.
Homebrew?
I think that's English.
Homebrew, like fucking doing shit at home with weird
Oh.
fucking clots and shit.
Recording in a
Making it
bathroom.
work.
Oh, I get. Okay, good. Yeah. Man, I mean, I've recorded in a bathroom, like through the mic in the sink. Like, it sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
You know,
Right
like,
in the sink.
yeah, for the drums, like it just has some reverberations.
There's a whole lot more reflection in there. Like I have
We-
done recordings in the like
We
singing
did
in
a
the
song one
bathtub.
time, and the intro was do do ba ba do do ba ba. After we recorded the drums and we were mixing it, it was like, dude, like it needs something. Like
Yeah.
the kick and the
good
toms
drummer?
are good, but it's missing something. And I think that was Nicky Garrett from the UK Substitutes in that record, and he put a microphone inside the
He
bathroom,
doesn't know that is.
and we all five of us hit the door, boom, boom,
Oh,
ba, ba, boom,
man,
boom.
that's cool.
Yeah, do you do a little tricky? Like, do you get kind of?
We've done some stuff like that, like some floor stomps.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
to
yeah.
just, say that was a similar thing,
Mhm.
get some like live ambient type thing, so yeah.
I mean, if you ever need, I'll just throw Gizz at the wall.
Yeah. I would love to hear that.
I don't think I can pick him up.
Yeah.
Can't even pick up a chick
Oh, I can't pick up anything. I can pick up pizza.
except for an
like-
STD.
Oh no, I don't have sex. I don't like that anymore. Women are horrible.
Damn.
Yeah, I know. Well, I got over it.
So what was it like? I'm interested because Crib was the one that introduced me.
Of
to
course, yeah.
you. I've seen him play live. I've never seen him record. Well, actually, I did record you for my song, but that was electronic drums and
It was
everything
horrible.
kind of pieced together. It
It
was,
sucked.
it was a different type of method.
Yeah.
But how is it like recording him? Because
He's a beast.
He is.
Can
He's a
be.
beast. He's a beast.
He can be.
He doesn't like clicks,
Oh,
which is cool.
but how's his tempo? Does it keep it?
He keeps tempo great.
All right.
Yeah, he just doesn't like clicks. So what I've learned with Chris is we got to play with the band.
It's because I
You gotta play with
usually
the band.
bass. I play along to the guitar, to
Yeah.
the bass,
Yeah.
to the singer in different times of the song.
Yeah.
So
So I
could
would
be changing rhythm.
I would have loved to kind of pick up on that a little sooner with Chris, but yeah, what I've learned is it's like get him playing with the band and he sounds amazing. With the click, it's just it's different. Some people, it takes a while to like really
Yeah.
get used to doing that sort of thing. Doesn't mean you can't play, but it's a whole different
Well, that's
and
more
it doesn't mean you can't play in time because record to the band of the click, and then he plays to the band. It's in time.
Yeah, of
Mm.
course. And
Beautiful.
that's more about like being a studio musician and learning that
Yeah.
that talent. It's just a structure,
Yeah.
I guess.
But, I mean, yeah, it's everyone's different, and that's the thing. Like me as like a producer, as an engineer, is like those are the things I'm trying to pick up on to help the artists that I work with get their music out as seamlessly as possible,
Right.
and not fight the process. Because again, if I pick up on that sooner, then we can work quicker, and we don't have to fight what's not working. So because it's like at the end of the day, no one's listening to the fucking song and be like, oh, he didn't play to a click or they didn't play to or whatever. Like
Nobody
they just
knows that
they
shit.
hear they hear the whole.
Yeah.
Mm.
So it's like, how do we create the best whole we can?
Yeah.
And but yeah.
I mean, I talk to my clients. I'm like, is anybody gonna put a tape measure on this? No. I'm like,
Yeah.
great, fucking, we got
yeah,
it. Nobody's put a tape measure on it. Same thing.
exactly.
You don't have to play the click if you're doing the thing right in the first place.
No. And I think I've been recording for probably 3 years now,
It's still not
3 or
right.
4 years.
The record will come out next year.
It's amazing. It's been amazing to watch him grow too. That's the other thing too. Because
like,
working in the studio, it's different than playing out live too, or just
Oh, yeah.
just musicians and like growing as a musician in general, whether it's on the stage or the studio. They're two different things, and to see any artist grow is amazing because it takes a while to get seasoned in the studio. It takes a
course.
while to get seasoned on the stage, and you've got to do it more. The
Gizz
more
has,
you do it, the better you get.
absolutely. I mean, and like no bullshit aside, Grizz is a fucking talented motherfucker.
Amazing.
But what I love
He's a
about
dickhead,
what I
but
love
we
about his
fucking love
drumming
him.
too, what I loved about is I've seen him with 3 different bands,
He doesn't say no.
and he's that drummer.
Yeah.
You know, he's not. It's not like it's Cribbo. You know,
Yeah.
He's in another band. No, he definitely has that talent and styles that he can. Every band that he's in is like, oh fuck, man, like there's something new. You see something in him, and
100%.
like in the 2 years I've known him, he's my
I've seen
he was
some
my
in
drum
him.
tech last year in my band, and just being able to share that stuff. Like I watch him play drums, like damn dude, I wish I had that talent as a drummer.
Yeah.
I definitely make a lot more records.
Yeah.
Nah,
I've
all right, good. Let's go back to
being a
guitar for
shitty drummer,
minute.
I've almost done 300. So
I know.
fuck you,
I haven't done shit.
Mister.
I
I've
don't
done
even-
one demo back in
Hey,
'86,
who's paying the
man.
rent here, bitch? So guitar setup. What's your favorite setup? Like, where does it lie?
Man, I'm gonna get a lot of shit from this because it's not
I don't give a
organic.
fuck.
So right now I run a Bosch GT1000, so I'm all modeling amp. That's
Okay.
what I do. It's just
There's nothing wrong with that.
I'm not trying to lug around an amp. I mean, I have a
no.
Fender, I have a Marshall. I will lug them around, but I'm too old for that shit. So
You're
I love
fucking a baby.
I
Like I can be your
36.
dad, dude.
36.
Jesus.
You got
Christ.
kids?
No.
I have
But
one
he
on the
knows
way.
of.
He could be born any minute.
What?
Now.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Let's have a
let's
drink.
go to the hospital right now.
Let's have a drink.
I can pull it out.
So and with my band, I'm doing like a lot of I want to capture a lot of different sounds that we do recorded. So that's why I like using the modeling stuff because I can switch around and do
There's
different
nothing
effects
wrong
and
with that
stuff
at
all.
Guitar.
Yeah. So Strat. I'm a Strat guy. I
Strat,
mean, but I
what-
love Jackson's too, but like live I'm playing a Strat.
Jackson is interesting. So
Yeah.
Strat, which Strat? American Standard?
Yeah, American
Not
Standard,
Tex-Mex.
SSS configuration pickup. Yeah,
Yeah,
Went bar.
pedals?
pedal.
No, you got a modeling amp. You don't need it.
Everything's modeling. Yeah, I use a Dunlop 535Q, so I've always used the wah pedal.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's it.
Cables.
Really. Cables, Mogami, Monster. I don't know, whatever works. I'm not whatever.
Whatever you
Wires,
stole from the
motherfucker.
last guy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude, I wish.
Yeah.
Ugh.
No, but I love Strats.
Do you use a whammy bar?
I love bar. Yeah, I've been obsessed since the first time I picked up a guitar with bar. I'm like, what the fuck
I was
is this?
in
This
a
shit's
band
crazy.
called That Allows Us Place, and I bought my guitar player a PV guitar at a
You still
garage
can't play
sale.
it.
About $100, and I gave it to him and had the whammy bar. He's like, dude, thank you, man. His guitar sucked. And
Still does.
So I give it to him. He's like, right on, bro. And he plugs it in. He's all, whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey, let me see that real quick. I took it off. I went outside and I threw it on the roof of the studio. All right, dude.
And you either love them or hate them. I think. I
yeah,
love them.
I don't.
He
play the
was
whammy.
no Kerry King.
They're a pain in the ass. Honestly.
Dude, it fucks your tuning so quickly.
Well, you have to have a good guitar that doesn't fuck your tune.
Mhm.
Well, okay. So what's a good guitar?
It's just I don't know.
That's the problem.
I have one that
I've never
stays
met
in
one.
tune. I have one that stays in tune all the time. So
The
that's
trumpet
what I use.
caster.
My Floyd Roses stay in tune really well.
Oh my god, I hate Floyd Rose. It's so fucking
So,
hard.
There you go. So
Oh, I'll show you my first guitar I ever bought when I was 16.
it has a Floyd on
It
it.
had. I got the fuck rid of it.
Oh Jesus.
Dude,
Yeah.
it just never. It would
Wow.
not stay in
That's
there.
me. Like that's dime. I mean, that's why I love Floyd Roses too. I'm like, oh.
Oh,
shit, that
fair
guy's doing
enough, but
crazy
that's
shit, so,
just shit.
yeah.
Like Hardtails did.
But I love hardtails. I love tellies and I love SGs. Like I love guitars.
So that's
Not
interesting.
Les Paul.
More Paul.
I have had one Les Paul and it was complete shit, and I haven't had another one since. And it would look fucking cool, but it's
What was it? Epiphone?
No, it was a Gibson Les Paul Voodoo. It
Oh.
was it was like their 2003 Voodoo. So the first Voodoo series they had, I bought it for a band that I was in, and it fucking sounded
Nickelback.
terrible. And I was like, well, I gotta get a better sounding guitar, so I bought an SG, and it sounded way better.
SG.
Wow.
So the Les Paul standards are actually they're not hard to play, but they're kind of a delicate, subtle thing you got to really deal with. The SG is more intense. You got to push an SG.
Yeah.
You got to hit it. Like you got to make
In
it
my
happen.
experience with every band that I've ever been
You don't
with,
play
a
guitar.
guitar player who does an
At
SG,
all.
they never stay in tune.
Yeah.
And it's in the studio, it was annoying. Live, even more annoying. Especially since this guitar player didn't use a tuner.
The only amazing.
So he did it off his amp. So ding, man.
So I was doing earlier in the
Yeah. The most amazing
Yeah,
guy.
he would tune. He would go up first, go yeah.
Start from the bottom and go up front.
Oh
every
my
time.
god!
The only guy that can
I
play
don't think it's all right. No,
fucking
you don't do
SG
that.
like that is fucking Malcolm from AC/DC. That guy can fucking handle it. He's the only guy I've ever seen just to fucking be like, this is fucking mine. I own it.
Yeah.
And I think he's got perfect pitch.
They're I saw them for the first time at the Rose Bowl when they played 3 months ago. I don't know. When it was. Amazing. Angus is crazy. It was like the 70,
Angus, not Malcolm,
71 year. Yeah. Well, him too.
Ugh.
I think
Malcolm was a badass.
They both
Oh,
played.
yeah.
They both played SGs. I think.
No, he played
No.
that. He played a hollow body,
Jaguar?
big.
No, Malcolm, his brother.
Playing rhythm. He played. It was like a
Somebody
Gretsch
comment
type.
on
Oh,
this
he
one.
did play Gretsch.
He played in the ES350.
You're right.
didn't he?
You're right. He did play Gretsch. Yeah.
Was it a Gretsch or the ES350?
It was like ES350 body style, but I think it was a Gretsch.
Okay. Those
Yeah.
are beautiful guitars.
Hollow
Yeah.
body.
I don't think
I'm-
I'm good enough to play that guitar.
Yeah. But yeah,
You're not
Angus.
good enough to play
Shut
ukulele.
the fuck up, but
I could not. I mean, Angus was the.
Still,
I mean, Brian Johnson was like he did his thing. He could kind of sing a little bit, but Angus, it was like he was the show. It's like
yeah.
one dude up there just rocking a guitar for 2 hours.
He
Like,
had the
and he has
greatest-
the crowd going crazy.
The
That's
greatest
insane.
interview I've ever seen with the Rock and Roll Stars, and Angus Young is talking to whoever fucking reporter, and like, well, how does it feel that you've like kind of written the same album 12 times? He goes, I want to correct you. We've written the same album 13 times. like, like just a humble motherfucker. He's like,
Yeah.
and I mean, if you're in AC/DC, you're like, hey, who wants more money?
Yeah.
Let's write another album. Like, you can't fuck that up.
I think people really love them because of them live. It has to be. It really has to be because there's a certain energy that they bring.
I've never seen them live, but I fucking can't get enough of them.
It was crazy. I was blown away. I did not expect that out of these old
Favorite
dudes.
Whole lot of Rosie.
Whole Lot of Rosie was so good live.
Ugh.
That's an amazing song. My favorite album is Highway to Hell.
Oh,
All front to
fuck.
back. Like that album is so fucking good. And how it's recorded, how it sounds, the songs, Night Prowler, Girls Got Rhythm, all that shit. Like those are like more deep.
Girls got rhythm.
Yeah, man.
it's
Come
terrible.
on. I would have loved
It's
for
so
them to
good.
sing that.
I heard his ear.
Yeah.
It's not hard.
Yeah, finally got the wax out though. Thanks.
Yeah, that shit's so, I mean, Back in Black is a great album too, but I mean,
That's
That-
actually
that
my
was a-
least favorite song.
That was a fucking weird album because it was the first album without
yeah.
Vaughn.
Yeah.
Nobody knew what to expect, and
But it has a sound to it, and it hits so hard. But so
Oh,
does
yeah.
Highway to Hell too. And you're like, you listen to that album now against modern rock albums, like this shit still hits. How
Oh,
did they
dude.
make this shit?
So that's the thing is like being a modern
Yeah.
producer who's like basically my son, I pimp
Yeah.
apparently. The way that the recordings were back then, that analog sound and listening to vinyl, and that I think there's a richness to it that doesn't exist through digital.
I don't even know. I mean, it could be that. I mean, I will say this: Zeppelin doesn't hit that way.
They
Like
suck.
Zeppelin has great songs, but it like sonically, it doesn't. It sounds like AC/DC doesn't sound old to me. And same thing with Pink Floyd. Like if I listen to Dark Side of the Moon,
Oh,
it doesn't sound old.
It sounds like it happened.
It sounds It sounds like it could have been released now. It's
Yeah.
crazy. Zeppelin to me sounds old. Beatles sounds old to me. Like that shit. It just sounds. It sounds dated. It's great music.
Of course.
Sounds dated. Whatever. But those, that shit. It's like this is sonically. It's so loud and
It's
so powerful.
dynamic and fucking huge
Yeah.
and just
Or Dark Side of the Moon has like the looping shit and it's doing all the electronic stuff. I'm like, that's like electronic shit that would come out today. It's
Yeah.
fucking crazy.
so when you're driving home, you can listen to Exile on Main Street.
Okay, I got you.
That's it. You need to hear that album.
I need to
It
hear it.
is something fucking else. We're getting to the end of our time. Stewart Tuttle. He's been a character in at least 5 movies. He might be Jewish. He's also Modest Yahoo. And that guy.
Yeah.
so over this shit.
Yeah. Well, pussy's pussy.
I want to stick 2 drumsticks in your ears.
Okay. Give it a shot. I can jump higher than you can. By a lot.
Fucking leprechaun.
Do you want a bridge troll? No, he can't.
Hey, how do you think I got in this
I
country?
think he's got this.
You swam. That's how you got in this country.
No, I jumped over that fence. It wasn't a wall. It was a
He got
fence.
sent. He's in a cell.
Gizz?
When's the last time you cut your hair?
Fences.
8th grade.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's where that.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
Dude,
I mean, like, you
congratulations.
mean cut it down, like, to,
Well,
like,
yeah.
you know, yeah. 8th grade, yeah.
Oh, congratulations!
Been around that long.
I hope you don't go bald.
Yeah.
Much.
You know, it's thinning out on top.
I know,
but,
too soon.
yeah.
I'm gonna do this all day. Fuck you.
This is beard number
Yay!
9 or 8. I think this is 8. So
Well, I mean, you only grew on started growing it 4 years ago.
yeah. So
All right, kids. Fuck is
Fuck. I'm so over this shit.
sponsors again.
I want to go back to jail.
I can make that happen.
He misses his cuddle button.
Hey, Ice. What happened?
Well, thank you for coming in.
Of course.
This month has been our producer month, and
Yeah.
we've 4 really, really cool and phenomenal
Yeah, dude, it's been an absolute pleasure.
producers.
yeah, this is dope.
And getting that other side from a musician standpoint.
Yeah.
Now we're getting that where the music comes from, because it's not, if it's not for you, a lot of music wouldn't be out there.
Yeah.
You help facilitate that shit.
I'm
And,
trying to do my
yeah.
best.
well,
Just, dude, pray to Jaw. You like ska?
Wait, what?
Do you like ska?
Scott.
Reggae?
Oh, Scott. I think you said Scott. I was
No,
like,
not
who the
Scott. I don't
fuck
know
is
who's Scott.
Yeah. I mean, Streetlight Manifesto is a big like ska band that I liked. Fucking really, really cool.
Fuck you.
I haven't really dove into it, so I know a few people. Like
We're gonna hang out.
Yeah.
Oh man, we gotta hang out. I got a collection.
You're gonna say No Doubt, but
Nope,
like
I'm
early
not
No
gonna
Doubt.
say no
Yeah,
doubt.
he
I would
was.
say Jimmy Cliff, Peter Tosh,
I know.
Derek
I
Morgan,
know.
Buddy and Skidder. I'm going back to
The
the
early
50s.
album is have way more ska.
I'm going back to the 50s and 60s.
Yeah.
Like
Bad
Oh.
man.
the original stuff.
Oh, gotcha. Yes. Yeah, I don't know.
When it was racist.
It wasn't racist.
It was. That
Wait,
was.
is ska born out of like surf rock?
No.
No, it's
Oh,
not.
so this is really interesting.
Ska comes
Calypso-
from
It's from Jamaica.
reggae.
Calypso was informed by Motown Sun Records.
Oh.
And so they put the Motown sound together with the Calypso, and that's where we get dancehall,
Oh,
ska, blue beat, and then reggae.
Gotcha. Okay.
and then
Oh,
white
dude, you gotta come
people
over.
stole it and made it ska.
They fucking did.
They
man.
tarnished it.
Peter,
I see, yeah.
Paul Simon stole the song. Buffalo Springfield. What's
Gwen
that sound?
Stefani
Yeah.
That is not
recreated
his
it.
song.
Mm.
Yeah, fucking white people. Oh wait. Well, I got told recently. Never mind. I must say it out loud. All right, we gotta get the fuck
well,
off
once
this thing
again,
before it goes south.
next week we have Greg Jacobs coming in. He's a author of the book that has all these tour stories. We'll have him in next week.
Could've told me that I would've read it.
What? I don't even remember that any shows coming up this week, but if you're out there in the community and you want to go see a good punk show, just look in the fucking magazine, look on social media,
Fucking
do
Google it,
something.
bitches.
go to a fucking show and start supporting local
Newspaper?
bands.
Yeah. Just
you
look at
know,
the back of the LA
newspaper,
Weekly again.
You know, fuck
Recycler?
yeah. My show is next Saturday.
Your show's next Saturday.
So is that this Saturday?
I don't know.
I'm playing at the Maui Sugar Mill on Saturday
next Saturday for
The
Closure
28th.
and a bunch of awesome bands.
with a friend of mine band from Sacramento called Rebel Punk, and then an LA band called Pinstock, which are really good. I haven't met them yet, but I do know their music now, and they know ours. So we're gonna have a 3-band bill. It's free. Come on down.
I'm taking my kids.
It's a 4-drink minimum, 2 for you, 2 for me.
Nope.
And have a good time. But I think
Don't look
that's
at people.
it, huh?
Just do your job.
yeah. I need to thank our sponsors again: Headline Records,
Oh, he's
Transplants
reading now.
Brewing, MEOWZ. There's something on my finger.
It's a booger.
Riot Manufacturing, Licorice Pizza, The Tattoo Room, and Almost Famous Magazine that you can get online and on YouTube.
Like, subscribe, sponsor. Send us money for nothing.
Yeah, and we still have plenty of T-shirts, beer mugs.
We don't have beer mugs.
Or
Your
what are
hard
they
drive's
called?
broken.
What are they called?
Pint glasses.
Pint glasses.
You broke your hard drive, you retard.
But we have still some pint
Yeah.
glasses. We have T-shirts. We got stickers. We
We
got buttons. We got this motherfucker. Fuck you.
This guy trades in pesos.
Cunts.
All right, fuck that shit.